All right, little suckers are refed, rewatered. I didn't get stung this time, although they were trying to sting my gloves and my veil. I actually managed to smoke them off me this time. I didn't have to kill any. I was pleasantly surprised. I came out here thinking I was going to have to do battle with the ants, but the ants are gone. Now I'm hoping that's because the bees run them off and not because they took all the honey out. I did, however, go ahead and do what the interwebs suggested and put down some cinnamon to try to throw the ants off. Let's see, they hadn't even started on that. Well, they just barely got started on that top box. So still got quite a ways to go. But they have found the feeder and the water again, so life continues. Well, 10:30 and it is already hot. In the shade it ain't too bad if there's a breeze. That breeze dies and the heat just jumps you. I have gotten the solar moved over into the shop. It's just kind of a mess right now. I need to bury this, the electric from the solar, but that's going to wait until after the guy comes out and finally puts in my internet here. My battery bank is under this, if I can get it out of the way. My plan was to cut down that tote and plop it over here so that it'd have ventilation from the bottom and cover from the rain from the top. But that tote just ain't big enough. I do have a big one at home, so I'm gonna bring that out next time. Picked up an extra battery because one of these is bad. It'll charge up, go up to 99% and float, but as soon as the load comes off, or as soon as the solar stops charging, it drops to 75%. So I'm going to get my voltmeter here in a few minutes and test and see which one of these suckers has gone bad and swap it out. Then try to find the receipt and take it back to Walmart. Hopefully get another one or get my money back. Preferably another one, because I'd like to have at least another row, if not 2 more rows of batteries. And yes, I'd have to have a tote for each one of them, or enclose this to keep the rain off of it. Right now I just got a tarp tossed over it and hope the winds don't come up too bad. Next project is to finish off the siding. As soon as I get the energy up, I'll start on that. But it is, as I said, it is just hot and muggy and nasty. Well, there it is. The top is all framed in, all sided in. I haven't done the bottom, but I can do that pretty much any time. I was putting up that last piece, and my back woke up and said, "Hey, dude, is this a good idea?" So I believe I am done. I don't want to aggravate that back injury. Plus my power tools are running low on juice. That tree is going to have to go. It's casting way too much shade on my solar panels. So it's going to get hacked out. The bees have gone through 2 jars of feed already, so I'm going to refill that before I head back. Probably going to zip tie down that tarp so it doesn't go flying off during the week, and expose the batteries to any weather that we have. Are they calling for any rain? I'll have to check, I guess. I tried to make a mosquito trap like I found on YouTube. Basically, you put water and sugar and yeast in the bottom there. You invert that. The top, you cut it off and put it down in there. So the mosquitoes fly in there because it's emitting CO2, and they can't get out. But I put too much of something in there, probably all 3, because it came bubbling up the top and then died back down, so I have no idea if it's working at this point. So I will probably try again next week. But things are progressing, if slowly. Well, oh well. Well, I went into town and got some insulation to insulate all this. Once I get it all screwed in, I'd hoped taking a break, getting in the air conditioning, cooling off, would give me a second wind, but it had pretty much the opposite effect. I am sweating, I am hot, I am tired, and I am done, definitely for this week. Well, I'm going to refill the bees' feeders, then I am headed home. Next week, I am definitely bringing out a more comfortable bed, because this El Cheapo Walmart futon thing is not getting the job done. It is uncomfortable. I was thinking it was just the it being in the cab over camper, but last night it was bad too. I couldn't sleep. So it is going to go away, and I'm going to bring out my spare bed. But that's all for me this week. Thanks for watching, and y'all have fun.